Welcome guys, so this is another arena open. We've got it's Modern Horizons 3 sealed, so we'll get 6 random packs. It says 3 match losses. I think this is this is best of 1, so you have to get 7 wins here. I'm going to go ahead and pay the gold for this one. Got 19 hours left, so plenty of time. Just double. I think it's working. I just spotted a Kappa Cannoneer there. So I've heard a lot about this card. I've never used this card before. 6 mana. It's got improvise, so artifacts can help you cast this spell. You can tap an artifact to pay for 1 mana. It's got ward 4. It's a 4/4 creature, and it's an artifact creature itself. Whenever Kappa Cannoneer or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Kappa Cannoneer, and it can't be blocked this turn. So actually, it comes into play, and it's a 5/5, and artifacts are going to make, if you have lots of artifacts, you can make it unblockable. So that's definitely that can win you games. With any luck, we'll be able to play that. I notice we have a Psychic Frog. I've heard a lot about this card as well. It's nice because it's also blue, so it's blue-black. It's a 1/2. Whenever Psychic Frog deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. That's cool. Discard a card to put +1/+1 counter on Psychic Frog, so that's instant speed. So you might be able to save it from some kind of damage spell. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Psychic Frog gains flying until end of turn. Very nice. So you can use the graveyard to get evasion, to get a better chance maybe of doing damage and drawing a card. Really, really good card, I think. And to help my blue-black plan, I have not 1 but 2 Polluted Deltas, so that's the blue-black is looking pretty good. So this will find us to pay 1 life. You can find an island or swamp card, and you put it into play untapped as well. So this is like a fast land. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what's the other land first before we look at the other nice cards. Deserted Temple. Interesting. Okay, it taps for colorless. So you need specifically colorless mana to cast some of the Eldrazi cards. So that could be important. And you can also use it to untap target land. Obviously, you're spending a mana and you're tapping this. Effectively, you're paying 2 mana to untap another land. But that could be helpful for casting your double casting cost thingies. So it's got some usefulness to it. Talking of double casting cost thingies, we've got Wrath of the Skies here. Not sure how this is going to work with my blue-black deck, but it's double white and X. You get X energy, then you may pay any amount of energy, destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with mana value less than or equal to the amount of energy paid this way. So that's a board sweeper. That's a pretty fantastic card to get. We could be thinking about maybe white-blue or white-blue-black, probably, because we've got the Polluted Delta, so it's much easier to sort of splash black, let's say. We've got a white-blue card here, Genku Future Shaper. I'm not sure if this is any good, but 2/5 for 4 mana, and it's got a lot of text on there. So whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, create a creature token with those characteristics. So you can get a 2/2 Vigilance, a 1/1 Flyer, or a 1/1 Lifelink. Sorry, a 1/2 Flyer or a 1/1 lifelink. For 5 mana, you can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So that's pretty awesome. Essentially, yeah, it's a 4 mana creature they're going to have to kill first. At the very least, I would say. So, look, seems pretty good to me. We also have White of the Reliquary. So a green-black card. It looks like we're probably playing black. I don't know if we'll be able to splash green for this and play it on curve. But it's a 2/2 Vigilance that gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And you can tap it to sacrifice another creature, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Right, so it comes into play tapped. I'm just thinking about the searching for the Polluted Delta, but because you could effectively strip 2 lands out of your deck, potentially. So I think this is a good card as well, but because we're already looking at 3 colours, maybe. I don't know. This might not be worth playing. Finally, we've got Heragast Erupting Nullkite for 9 mana. You can emerge it for 2 red and 6. And then it's which means you may cast a spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the emerge cost, reduced by that creature's mana value. That's interesting. But we've got nothing else in red. I don't know if you would just play this as a 6/6 flyer for 9 mana. I'm not sure we're going to get to 9 mana with our deck. It says each creature spell you cast has emerge. The emerge cost is equal to its mana cost. Okay, so you can basically sacrifice a creature to play stuff with a discount based on the creature that's sacrificed, based on its mana cost. So yeah, interesting. It's a 6/6 flyer. It can win games, but we might not play it, I would say. So from the rares, it looks like blue's really strong. Blue and black are strong, and maybe white as well. But looking at the cards here, we don't have very many white cards, honestly. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to look at the multicolored cards first. I'm going to add a Psychic Frog first. I think I'll probably add most of these. I think Genku's really good. So, Obstinate Gargoyle, 2/2 Persist. I notice it doesn't have flying, even though it seems to have wings in the picture, but there you go. Persist means it... Oh wait, no, it does say it has flying as long as it's modified. Okay. Right, I get you. So it's a 2/2 when it comes into play. When it dies, it comes back as a 1/1 flying, because it comes into play with a -1/-1 counter, and that means it has modified. So that's maybe that's worth considering. We might manage to modify that in a different way. For example, Glasswing Grace is an aura which gives +2/+2 flying and lifelink, but it's also a black-white land. That's going to be important if we want to play black and white. I think that's going to be good. Sneaky Snacker, 2/1 flying. When you draw a 3rd card in a turn, return Sneaky Snacker from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I think drawing 3 cards is going to be um, challenging, but a 2/1 flyer for 2 mana is really good. Horrid Shadowspinner, 2/3 lifelink. When it attacks, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard that many cards. Well, there you go. That goes really well with our Sneaky Snacker. That could be a way of drawing a couple of cards. In fact, yeah, it draws 2 cards when it attacks. So, um, pretty good. Definitely pretty good. Cyclops Superconductor. I've seen this guy before. So blue. This is for the blue-red energy deck. 2/2 prowess, and you get 3 energy when it comes into play. When it dies, you can pay 3 energy, and it will deal damage equal to its power to any target. So, because its power might have got pumped up with the prowess ability. So that's for the energy deck. Actually, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I had a list of keywords I was going to type in and search for before I sort of went through. Right. That hasn't worked for some reason. Oh, because energy shows up as a token rather than a word. uh, okay. Yeah, we'll skip energy there. I'm gonna look up Eldrazi. Okay, that's a nice selection. Got 10 there. Got it that heralds the end. I ran into this, so it pumps up your other colorless creatures. Unfathomable Truths lets you draw 3. That seems good. Right, Precursor has Menace. Oh, right, Path of Annihilation lets your Eldrazi make mana of any color. Okay. Writhing Chrysalis. Gets you 2 spawn. 2/3 reach. Whenever you sacrifice an Eldrazi, gets +1/+1. That's pretty good. The Idol of False Gods is an artifact that lets you make Eldrazi spawn if it costs you 1 and 1 colorless. I see it gets +1/+1 counters when Eldrazi die, and as long as it has 8, it becomes a creature with Annihilator 2. I think losing 8 Eldrazi is a tall order. I think it's very unlikely that's ever going to become a creature, especially when I might only have 10 in the deck. Well, you're relying on these things that make Eldrazi, of course, to do that. Yeah, got one of these that pump everything. Drownyard Lurker's just a 7/7 vigilance for 7, which you can cycle. Warp Tusker, 6/8 reach, which you can cycle. Yeah, and when you cycle it, you can get an Eldrazi spawn. Breaker of Creation. It's double colorless for this one. Yeah, you gain life, hexproof from each color, Annihilator 2. That seems pretty awesome, honestly. Very limited ways of actually killing that. If it's hexproof from every color. That would be, I think, a good reason to go for Eldrazi. Just you've got to figure out how to get two colourless. We've got lots of ways of making Eldrazi spawn, I suppose. This makes two Eldrazi spawn. And then Heragast at the end there. Yeah, so Eldrazi, is it enough Eldrazi to make an Eldrazi deck? I'm not sure it is. Don't think we missed any here. Yeah. So Eldrazi look okay to me. I know there's modify. I'm going to just type in mod actually because it could be modify, modified. Okay, yeah, expanding ooze can get bigger and bigger and bigger. 3/3 for 3, I think that's quite good. It goes, where's it goes? Well, white is not modified though. I'll just point out because it's not getting counters. Gargoyle's getting counters potentially. I think that might be quite good. I'm just going to add that at the moment. Signature Slam is a good removal card. It's one of these kick cards or punch cards. It says, in fact, it's each modified creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So that's going to be, that should be a lot of damage. I'm going to see if I've got any bestow cards. I'm just kind of curious about this. I've got a list of keywords. We'll just work through them. No bestow cards. I'm going to look up sacrifice, but that's going to bring up all the Eldrazi things. That's not bad. Makes everyone sacrifice a non-token creature. So essentially, it's just an edict that's sorcery speed, but could be pretty good. So this is an interesting quest for the Necropolis. Gets a quest counter whenever you play up land. For 6 mana sacrifice, it put target creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. This ability costs 1 less for each quest counter. Nice. So this is a reanimation spell, and it can target anything in any graveyard. And I've got 2 of them. This can go well with the cycling creatures. That's an easy way of putting things in the graveyard. I think that might be good. I'm going to add that. Barbarian Ring. Pain Land for red. It can do 2 damage. You can sacrifice it to do 2 damage. So it's like it becomes a shock if you have 7 things in the graveyard. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think we're playing red. So of course we're looking at all the sacrifice things here. Unfathomable Truths might be just a really good card draw spell, so I'm gonna just grab that. Path of Annihilation. We seem to be going 4 colours, so I'm not sure we. Well, let's think about it. It's basically giving you 2 mana dorks, 4 mana. It might be okay. Let's think about that. Aha, Seething Landscape. This gets us island, swamp, or mountain. So That's pretty good. Yeah, we've actually got a lot of landscape cards. Yeah, the deltas. That's green blue. Might be easy to splash red. Looking at these. Yeah, green, black, white. That's going to be helpful. That's got blue, white. That's going to be helpful. That's an impressive number of fixing lands. And these things all produce colorless mana as well for your, if you want your Eldrazi. That's pretty nice. Okay, Vexing Bauble, I don't think that's going to be that useful. It's a very, very specific situation that's going to be used against. Got a few of these Eldrazi cards. I think I'll think about those a bit more. I didn't look at this. Hunger Tide rises, so it makes insects. A couple of insects over 2 turns. Then you sacrifice any number of creatures to search for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of creatures sacrificed this way. I'm not sure about that. You can sacrifice your 2 insects to get a 2-drop from your library, I suppose. Or it's giving you 2/1/1s for 3 mana, and you just ignore the third part of it. Hard to say exactly how good that is, I think. But maybe we'll want that. Maybe we just want the 2 extra creatures. Okay. Anyway, I've done my keyword search now. We were in the middle of looking at these things. I wonder how I look up energy. There must be a way, right? I think we won't worry about it. I could look up prowess. Yeah, it's only the Cyclops that's got prowess. Okay. I think I'll put the Cyclops to one side. Pyretic Rebirth. Oh, so you get an artifact of creature back, and it deals damage equal to that card's mana value to a creature. Wow, that's killing something and giving you something back. So that's card advantage. That seems quite good. Especially with these big cycling creatures that cost 7. It does mean playing red, but we'll think about that. So another removal spell. Okay, Stomp gives you green, red. And it's also a removal spell. Yeah, that's another way of splashing a bit of red. This thing makes 2 Eldrazi spawn as well. And it's got reach. It's not bad. I think maybe that's quite good. Think about that one. I don't think the superconductor's going to be good. But we'll see how much energy we've got. We'll add it for now and cut it later, I think. Do we want to untap lands with this deserted temple? Maybe. No, I'll go ahead and add it. Got the colourless things. Idol of False Gods. How good is this looking now? A stick that makes Eldrazi, but it needs colourless, but we've got a lot of colourless. Yeah. Okay, let's think about Eldrazi a little bit here, because I think maybe that they're quite playable. And okay, I'm just going to go to it. I'm just going to look at these white cards. Yeah, we've got Wrath of the Skies, double white's a bit tricky, but it's a board sweeper. We can try and make it work. Jolted Awake brings an artifact or creature from graveyard to battlefield. If you get 2 energy as if you can pay energy equal to its mana value. And it's got cycling. So, yeah, that's another energy card. I don't think we're doing energy though. I think we leave that. Mandibular Kite, living weapon, gives +1/+1 and flying. I see. So living weapon means it makes a 0/0 germ creature token. So that's basically a 1/1 flyer. That seems very good, honestly. Yes, let's try that. We want, well, the 3 things I'm looking for are removal cards, evasion cards, evasion creatures, and bombs. So something that gives you card advantage, especially repeated card advantage each turn. That's my narrow definition of a bomb. So, Distinguished Conjurer. Okay, a bit of life gain. And then for 5, you can blink something that you control. So you get the come into play effect again. Interesting. Trying to think of a really good come into play effect that we've got. It would be things that make 2 Eldrazi spawn, I think, would be good. Ideally, you'd have a creature that removes something. Yeah, it might be good, but I'm not sure. So the power of this card's very conditional. It depends on other cards with good come into play effects. So we'll leave that. Come back to it. Expel the Unworthy with Kicker for 3 mana. Oh, for 5 mana you can kill anything. For 2 mana you can kill a cheap creature. Yeah, fantastic removal spell. Metastatic Evangel 3/1. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you proliferate. So you get to add a token where there already is a token. Yeah, might be okay. We've got a few modify cards. Just thinking the Distinguished Conjurer goes well with the Cyclops because then you've got an energy making thing. It makes 3 energy every time it blinks and comes back into play, so that could be good. Right, wing it, +2/+2, and you get a flying counter on a creature. Yeah, it could be good. It's a combat trick kind of thing, so the cost of this card is you've got one less removal card in your deck. You've got or creature card. This is enhanced. You need an existing creature for this to do anything, so you're more vulnerable to removal. So that's why I leave these cards out until later on. Solstice Zealot is another energy card which can tap things down, so that is quite good as well. So that might be worth considering because it's effectively removal. You're getting to tap a couple of things down. Angel of the Ruins is an artifact creature, 5/7 flying for 7. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target artifacts and/or enchantments. Wow. So there's my come into play removal effect. That seems pretty fantastic. So that we're finding some really good come into play effects. So I think now we want to add Distinguished Conjurer because that can go really well with those. I'll take Angel of the Ruins. It's got Plane Cycling for 2, which is great, so we can find that white mana. We might even think about this Jolted Awake. We'd have to pay 7 energy for Angel of the Ruins, but we can dream. We probably won't play that card. We'll look at blue now. Not much blue either. Okay, Aether Spike. Choose target spell. You get 2 energy. Wow, we've got 3 of these. You may pay any number of energy, counter that spell, unless its controller plays 1 for each energy. We actually have quite a few energy cards then. That's quite nice. Yeah, we'll have to think about whether we want to use our energy. I'm just going to add the Kappa Cannoneer. That's a good reason for buying blue. Oh, Royal Cartographer. You get an energy every time land enters the battlefield. And then if you pay 6 energy, you can draw 3 cards. That seems pretty good. And it's a 1/3 for 2. Yeah, we might think about that card. Oh well, that's 2 gets you 2 energy, and you can pay 1 energy to draw and discard. Alright. These just seem cost-effective energy cards, so I'm going to add them for the moment. Utter Insignificance. Creature loses all abilities and has power and toughness 1/1, and you can exile it. Yeah, good removal spell. Copy Crook. Can copy any creature on the battlefield, except it has whenever this creature attacks it connives. So you can draw and discard, and it can get bigger. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You can copy his biggest creature and potentially trade off with it, so it's like a removal spell. Deem Inferior is a removal spell. That's just really good. Drownyard Lurker is a big creature with cycling. It goes really well with, I think, Quest for the Necropolis. So we can cycle that and then bring it back with our quest. So that's the reason for that. We've got these other spikes which we may or may not want to play. I'll leave them out for now. We've managed to put in all the blue cards there. We're sort of hoping we can play sort of blue-black as the core of the deck because of our Psychic Frog. And the Sneaky Snacker, I suppose, as well is quite good. Accursed Marauder. Yeah, this is our creature that is basically an edict. I think that could be pretty good. So we add that. It's basically removal. Dreamdrinker Vampire, 2/1 lifelink. Oh, it can gain Menace. It's got lifelink. I think that's pretty good. So it's got a form of evasion effectively. So yes, yes to that. Etched Slith. 1/1 menace. Interesting. So that's an artifact as well. Artifact is important for one of our cards. Kappa Cannoneer has improvised. That's why artifacts are important. So you can play that cheaper. You can tap your artifacts to play that out. Yeah, so I think this is good because it's got evasion, and it can start eating my opponent's counters if it gets through. Yeah, why not? I think that's good. Grave Dig, 2 mana sorcery. With Entwine for 2, you may pay an additional cost to choose both. Okay, so for 4 mana, we get a 2/2 zombie, and we get a creature back from the graveyard to the hand. I think we've got our reanimation in the deck. We're going to do Quest for the Necropolis. That map puts the creature directly onto the battlefield. Getting the creature back to the hand, I don't know. It's not that impressive. I think we can skip that one. Buried Alive. Oh yeah, I know this card. Search your library for 3 creature cards, put them into your graveyard, then shuffle. It's, I suppose, good for a reanimation strategy, but it really does nothing, unfortunately, to the board. And it costs you 3 mana, and it's a sorcery. I think you can't really get away with playing that. Cami of Jealous Thirst. 1/3 Death Touch. Well, that has my attention. So yeah, any Death Touch, I think 3 mana or less is probably playable. For 5 mana, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. It costs 5 mana less to activate. If you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn, activate. Okay. So you can. Well, unlikely to get that for free, but it is at instant speed, so you can spend your 5 at the end of their turn. So yeah, we like things with Death Touch, so that's good. Mindless Conscription, Enchantment. Okay, you have to draw 3 cards to get to amass 3 zombies. But we do it. We get a 3/3 when it enters the battlefield as well. I'm just wondering, can we blink that with the Conjurer? No, it has that only exiles creatures. So 3/3 every time you draw your 3rd card. I don't know if we're going to draw that many cards. We've got a bit of cycling though. Don't have to cycle 2 things, but maybe we could do that. Yeah, I think a 3/3 for 3. It's a good filler card as well. Grim Servant, it has Menace, so that gets a tick, basically. I think we want this card, whatever it is. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to your devotion to black. Wow, reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle, you lose 3 life. Okay, we lose 3 life, but we get card advantage. We get a tutor based on our devotion to black. So if I don't find anything, if I only have Devotion 1, and there's nothing in the... I suppose I can find Quest for the Necropolis, that's a good point. Do I lose 3 life if I don't select anything? That's the curious thing. That's the thing I'm curious about. Yeah, I'm going to pick that because it's a 3/2 menace as well. So that's pretty good. Refurbished Familiar, 2/1 flying with affinity for artifacts, so it costs 1 less for each artifact controlled. When Refurbished Familiar enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Scurrilous Sentry, 2/3 menace. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, it connives. So it's a draw and discard effect. Potentially it's a 3/4 menace when it comes into play. Yeah, I think playable. Definitely very, very playable. We've got the Fetid Gargantua. 4/4 for 5 mana. And it's got adapt 2, so it could become a 6/6 later. And then you may draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Yeah, that seems good. That seems like a good curve topper. You get a bit of card draw. We'll look at red. We're probably not playing red. We can see there's not very many red cards at all. We've got the axe that gives you energy. Goblin that sort of blows up and does 4 damage to something. Amped Raptor, 2/1 first strike, gives you 2 energy, and you potentially get a free card off the top of the library. Pretty cool. Cool for, a cheap, low to the ground red aggro deck, I suppose. We've got 3 smelted charge bugs, so wow, yeah, we've got a lot of energy cards. So 1/3 menace that gets you 2 energy. That can make another attacking creature get +1 power and menace. 2 Molten Gatekeepers, so whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So, yeah, it pings your opponent, and you can unearth it as well, which means it gains haste, and it gets exiled at the beginning of the next end step. Yep, not bad. Skittering Precursor has menace. And whenever you sacrifice a permanent, you get an Eldrazi spawn. Okay, that's good. And Herrigast there, the 6/6 flyer. So yeah, not a lot to choose from in red. Quite a lot of energy things. We'll have a look at green. There's almost nothing in green. But we do. Wow, we have what catches my eye. We have 3 Nightshade Dryads, 2-drop with Death Touch. Can add colorless mana. Could add mana of any color. Pretty fantastic. If we are splashing green, I don't think we can play these, but I think we can definitely consider those. Otherwise, we've got Gift of the Viper, which is a not bad combat trick. It doesn't give indestructible, but it's probably letting you trade one of your creatures for an attacking creature because you're getting Reach and Death Touch. Foul Strike. Destroy target creature with flying. Reinforce 2. So for 3 mana, discard this card and put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. So yeah, I guess the idea there, if they don't have any flyers, at least you get some use out of the card and pump up one of your creatures. I still don't think I'd play that card. Hydra Trainer 1/1. You may exert Hydra Trainer as it attacks. When you do, target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of counters on permanents you control. And you can adapt that for 3 mana, so that can become a 3/3. So that's interesting. So that's potentially a game ender if you've got like a built-up board state with lots of counters on your side of the board, and you've got something with evasion like Mr. Kappa Cannoneer. So let's think about that card. Warped Tusker. That's another 7-drop that you can cycle and reanimate. So that goes with our reanimation spell quite well. And I think we've been through all the colours, all the lands there. As usual, I probably picked most of the cards that were available. So yeah, there's a page and a half of cards we've skipped. We've got a lot of 2-drops to choose from. That's always nice. We've chosen 20 black cards, and 12 blue. Not much red, just 4 red, and then there's some green and white. So now I've basically got to cut 26 cards. You might want to go 5 colours, you never know. I think we'll tell you what, we'll cut all of the energy cards to start with. And see what that leaves us. So yeah, we got a couple of these blue energy cards. So I feel like you either play all the energy cards or none of them. Yeah, drop the Solstice Cellar. Okay, yeah. Wrath of the Skies is an energy card. It's hard to cast because it's got double white. Well, it's a board sweeper. It's hard to sort of look past a board sweeper. I think we'll keep it for now. But I'm going to call that end of part 1, and I'll have a think about the deck and probably make quite a few changes. Well, obviously, we've got to cut 20 cards. Thanks for. Okay, I'm back. We have a deck. I've gone for the blue-black deck with a splash of white. It's slightly iffy because we've got a couple of double white cards, but the Angel of the Ruins you can plain cycle for 2 mana. And the idea is we're cycling the big creatures, and then we're going to try and reanimate them with quest for the Necropolis. So that's sort of the late game strategy. Wrath of the Skies, it seems going to be hard to cast with double white, but we've got some fixing. I think a couple of the landscapes. Yeah, we've got 2 white landscapes there, and that one as well. So effectively it's like 5 white sources. In a pinch, the Deserted Temple can untap a plains to get me to double white. It costs you an extra mana. And we don't have any ways of making extra energy, but I think it's still good having a Wrath in the deck. So a panic button, basically. Otherwise, we've got sort of a I think a reasonable rollout. We've got lots of 2-drops. We're a bit short on 3-drops because we're kind of a reanimation deck, so something we sacrifice part of the mana curve to have more late game cards, basically. And there weren't really any in blue black. I don't think there were really many choices that made sense for in the 3-drop slot. There's buried alive can put creature cards in the graveyard directly, but I yeah I think that's too risky. I've only got 2 reanimation spells, so yeah, that's is more for constructed. I ended up dropping Scurrilous Sentry. I think it's quite good, but um, I I was trying to make room for things like Genku, Future Shaper, uh, and it got cut. I decided because I've got the you got these card draw things, which let's see, Cameo of Jealous Thirst is an example. So you can use its ability for free if you've drawn 3 cards. So actually, things that draw 2 cards are at a premium. That's why I've got let's see, Unfathomable Truths draws 3. Fetid Gargantua can draw 2. So that's why they're both in there. So they can trigger my mainly my Mindless Conscription. That's the best trigger I've got. So that makes a 3/3 zombie if you can when you draw your 3rd card. There's things. The Psychic Frog can draw 1 card, and then maybe I could draw another one by cycling. That is another possibility. The Tusker, you need green mana to cycle. I have just realised, and I'm wondering if I need to put a forest in the deck. um, or do I drop the Tusker? Yeah, because that's a tricky one to do. Right. Okay, let's add a forest. Bountiful Landscape lets me get to a forest as well. So we've just added 2 lands. We've got to go down to, I think we'll go 3 islands, 3 swamps. This is potentially a terrible idea. Let's just count how many islands we've got. Let's see, 2, so 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 effective islands, and swamps we've got 5, 6, 7. Only 7 swamps, you say? Okay. 1 more swamp, 1 less. We'll only have 2 islands. Right. Hopefully that will work. I'm not sure. Let's So yeah, we're a bit short on green for the Warped Tusker cycling. Just something I spotted there. But let's go for it. I think I've done enough. There is this stomp, which would be another green source. It's green or red. Yeah, I think there is a good red card as well. I was thinking about playing. So it's Pyretic Rebirth, which goes. You return a creature card from your graveyard. It deals damage equal to its mana value to 1 creature or planeswalker. So it is good with these Eldrazi and Angel of the Ruins. But I think going 5 colours is a step too far. So yeah, let's give this a shot. We're very low on islands, it seems. But I need two planes to get double white, I suppose. Anyway, let's go for it. Just gonna double. I think it's working. Just yes. I'm going to change the picture on the front. I think this is all about the Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, we've got the white-black land as well there. We've actually got double white. This can give us blue. So we're only missing green. Do I want to play this as a land? Okay, we'll keep that. It's a bit of a slow hand, but we'll keep it. Okay, Polluted Delta. We can get our island with that. There's the Nightshade Druid. I did get 3 of these. I was considering green as an option. Oh, another Polluted Delta, okay. We don't have any 2-drop things. I think we won't play this as a land, because we are just drawing land. That might be a useful card later. And we can cycle our Drownyard Lurker on turn 3. Didn't get attacked, so he's going to cast something. He's going to flash something out. Looks like. Deem Inferior. I could do that on his Dryad, but I think maybe not, to be honest. That's not going to be good. If he is planning to flash something out. No, he didn't. Okay. Okay, I am going to cycle this guy. Eldrazi. We've got the Warped Tusker, who we're going to struggle to cycle. I think we want to Polluted Delta again. Just thinking, what do we want to do for... Yeah, we can do a refurbished Familiar. Get the last island out of the deck. Thinking, what does that... Oh, the landscape, yeah, that can still get a plains. We're going to play the Familiar. Opponent will discard a card, which is Breaker of Creation. That's quite scary. Okay. And he's... you wonder if he's got some reanimation or if he's just unlikely to be able to cast that. Yeah, he needs 2 colourless. Okay, he's got his 1/4 creature there. You can use that to retarget a spell. Okay, 1 damage coming through. Oh, okay, this is one of the best cards, isn't it? What does this do? First strike, lifelink, and ascend. If you gain life this turn, you get a 1/1 white cat creature token. If you have the City's Blessing creature token you control enter the battlefield this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, now that's pretty scary. That's only if he gained life this turn. Perilous Landscape. Yeah, let's play a Perilous Landscape. So we can get our Warp Tasker in 2 turns' time. We've got an Accursed Marauder which will force him to sacrifice something. But we've also got Deem Inferior, which is interesting, so... I've got nothing that can actually block his Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I'm just going to play this thing. I've got to sacrifice a non-token creature, so it sacrifices itself. And I'll go ahead and maybe pop that on top of the deck. Two from the top, yeah. Oh, good. It does buy me a little bit of time. Okay. Oh, that can tap things down. That's quite bad news, because I'm going to play my big creature. Okay, Seething Landscape. We can play our Warped Tusken now, but I'd kind of like him to use a point of energy to tap down my familiar. Next turn. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to end the turn. I'm just thinking, does he have... Could have a counter spell that's double blue that he can't cast right now. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We're going to play the Tusken now. Replace the spawn token, so that's good. Okay, he's pacified that. Can't attack or block. He's going to attack with his 2/3. Okay. Okay, Etched Slith just has Menace. I could put Glasswing Grace on my spawn token and hit for 4. Oh, he's got Ocelot Pride now as well, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got to tap that for white mana. That's the deal there. Right, let's play this. It's 2 extra damage. Sort of diversifies my threats a bit. So we do it. I'm going to use, wow, another removal spell on my Eldrazi spawn. Good result, I think. but his Ocelot Pride is just going to kill me in the end. He's nearly got, what's it called? Ascend, so he'll get double tokens very soon. The Grim Servant is going to find something that costs 3 or less. Any card with 3 or less. Maybe we can take out this Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I think we can. I think I've got something. If I haven't tapped all my blue mana. Unfortunately, I've tapped all my blue mana. Didn't think ahead. Silly me. It was Utter Insignificance I'm going for. So, could also get something else. I think I just grab this and accept the fact I have to play it next turn. Yeah, that's going to get blocked. So that was would have been a good target for Glasswing Grace, but of course he had a removal spell anyway. The goal with this is if he has gained life, he gets cat tokens. Yeah, he'll get 2 cat tokens. He's got first strike, so he's guaranteed to gain life with that. Should look at this thing. Okay, that's got adapt 1. No, okay, it makes spawn tokens. Okay. I'm just thinking about how much colorless I need in my deck. I think I can get my last planes out of my deck with this one. And I should have one more swamp in the deck. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the last swamp. Just thinking if I made a mistake. No, I did have 4 in the deck. The only thing is I don't have any colorless mana. Okay, I was really scared about this Ocelot Pride. Making lots of cat tokens. Deceptive Landscape. Okay, that's another one of those ones. Keep attacking in the air, I think. Okay, that's getting tapped down. Alright, so he's going to get through with something. Okay, yeah, that adapts and makes Eldrazi spawn. Can't use the Deceptive Landscape because I've got no land to look for in the deck, basically. Oh, apart from, no, I do have a forest. Okay, he found a fight card for this one. Alright. We're going to get We're getting hit for quite a lot here. Okay, the Ocelot is going to make 2 cat tokens. I don't think we can allow that to happen, so I'm going to remove its stuff, and actually let's exile it as well. Good measure. Take 3. Okay, good. Quest for the Necropolis. We can bring something back. A creature back, in particular. Drownyard Lurker seems like a good shout. He hasn't got anything amazing in the graveyard. Oh, he has Breaker of Creation in the graveyard. Yeah. That could be even better than a Drownyard Lurker from a graveyard. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, give me Breaker of Creation, please. Didn't gain any life. Okay, he conceded. I thought I would gain life from my lands, which are colourless permanents, but we got a win on the board there. It's a long road to actually get into the gems here. 5 wins you'd need. But, well, 4 more. Two swamps. We've got a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and some blue cards we can't cast. This is a 2-1 lifelink, which we can then adapt and make it into a 3-2 lifelink. Having a bit of extra life could buy us some time. We're quite likely to get the Death Toucher out. We just need to draw a land, any land. People have said that before. I'm going to keep it. Maybe a terrible decision, but we'll have to see. Oh, he's got a 1/1 goblin. That is a tap land. But I'm going to play the swamp. I want to play my vampire. Emperor of Bones. What is this? Skeleton Noble 2/2. Exile 1 target from card from a graveyard. At the beginning of combat. Adapt 2 for 2, so it becomes a 4/4. You can put a creature card exiled onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. It gains haste and it gets sacrificed. Okay. Right, that can give me blue. Well, this is giving me white. That can give me blue. that's a tap land. This will set me up to do something next turn, because I'll tell you what, I could get I can play a Kami of Jealous Thirst here. I'm going to attack like that. Trading off. Hope he's not got first strike or something. So I wasn't punished for keeping that hand. We managed to draw into some nice land. Do I play the tap land or the Deceptive Landscape? I think I should play the tap land here. Do I want to attack? No. And I'm going to look for the island next turn. At the end of turn again. Infernal Captor. Okay, so you got a clever ruse. Something here. No. Let's get that island. We have that Psychic Frog. Deceptive Landscape can get us the forest if we need it, or plains. I've only got one blue, we can do one of our blue spells. I'll go ahead and play the Psychic Frog. Thinking about when I can exile 3 from the graveyard. Okay, he's a 3/3. I could trade my Kami for him. Or discard 2 cards and have a 3/4 frog. Block that. I think that's very, very risky. We'll block like that. Okay, Arcbound Condor. So 3/3. When he plays artifacts, my creatures can get -1/-1. Oh, that's nasty. Do I want that forest or double white? I think we don't need to worry about that. Okay, Perilous Landscape. Right, so we could Deem Inferior this Condor and attack with the frog. Or we could just play a Kappa Cannoneer. Maybe I'm better off with the Cannoneer first. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that removal spell. to attack with Frog. And draw a card. Not bad. Okay, that is a creature. 5/5 flying with fire breathing. Terrifying. They've got 6 mana. We're taking 8 damage from that next turn. I think it's a reasonable shout to just Utter Insignificance it. And then I can exile it at my leisure, I believe. Yeah. I kind of just gave him that option, which was a mistake, but that's fine. Just exile it and attack, and then he either loses the goblin or gives me another card. So that could go for the second plains. Yep, I mean my first plains. Second white source. Now I think about it, that one can go for the forest. The only thing is I won't have any... I don't think I have anything that needs colourless though. I really should know these things about my deck. No, I think I left them out of the deck, so I'll take that risk. We're looking for a plains for this one. Good. We are looking for a forest with this one. Rim Servant. I could, find a 2-mana card with that. We don't attack with a frog, we'll play a Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, can you play? Yes, you can play War 4. Fair enough. He's out of cards now. If he attacks, he lets me attack and draw a card. Yeah. Oh, artifact creature. And I'm 1 mana short, aren't I? I'm on 6 mana. I cannot play my Angel of the Ruins. But I can draw a large number of cards, so I can maybe play that next turn. I'm going to play Unfathomable Truths. And play a land, probably, so... Yeah, there's a Deserted Temple. We can even play something. I'll play an Etched Slith. Oh yeah, if he draws an artifact, his Condor can kill the Slith. We're going to get -1/-1. And he'll be able to sack his goblin in response to my angel to blow something up. Which will probably almost certainly be the frog. Oh, fell the profane on that. He had two of them. Alright. Suppose it can keep hitting and it can take counters off the condor. The frog is out of here unless I discard 3 cards and get it to 5 toughness. Which is sort of interesting. I think I could do that. And then it's drawing me an extra card every turn, right? So it's interesting. Let's... This is... Yeah, I've got to try this. Discard a Grim Servant. Discard Horrid Shadowspinner. And discard a Fetid Gargantua. Save my frog. I'm gonna draw a card. Nice. I've got a blocker. No, I don't have a blocker. That is not a blocker. I'm going to play my angel and knock out his flyer. That should do it. Yeah. Okay, 2 wins. Claim that one, claim that one. Keep going. Oh, it's a 2-lander. Okay. Oh, no, it isn't. That is one of my modular lands. So that's black, white there. I have double white in the opening hand and Wrath of the Skies. This one gives me green, black or white. We're missing blue. We won't be able to cycle the Lurker. Yeah. We won't be able to cast that. Grim Servant. If I can get my Grim Servant out, I can actually find an island. So this is not a good hand. But we'll keep it. Maybe we can... We've got double white and Wrath of the Skies. We might be able to sort of slow play. And yeah, 2 or 3 for 1. Okay, this thing. Right, yeah, okay. Definitely slow playing things here. This can get me an island. Might be a change of plan. How fast is he going to go? You can adapt to instant speed, I believe, so you might go for that. but I'm going for an island here. Three with a spawn token. Right, so we have a play here. We can play a 2/3. It's not big enough to stop his 3/3. Or we can play for Wrath of the Skies on turn 4. And it'll get these two, but he may play something else. That's the only trouble. We want Deceptive Landscape, I think, here. Drownyard Lurker could get cycled. That's another useful thing we could do. So I think end turn, and that'll give us an Eldrazi we can sacrifice for an extra point of mana as well. So we can take out a 3-drop. Obviously he's probably going to play a 4-drop. Okay, he has Trickster's Elk on his own creature. I got confused there. That's got a bestow ability. So yeah, he played a 3/3 creature. I'm going to cycle a Drownyard Lurker. I've got to be careful. We need to play planes, so I've got double white. We need to do a 3-point Wrath of the Skies. We're basically just getting a 2-for-1. Nothing particularly exciting. Let's try and do that. Spend 3 energy. So we make sure we kill his Trickster's Elk. Oh yeah, we could have let him hit swing again and taken 6 damage, and tried, hoped that he played out another creature. But he may have smelled something fishy there, and just he doesn't have to play out. He just doesn't have to play out any creatures. So glimpse the impossible. Exile the top 3. Play them this turn. And we get some Eldrazi. We got Nightshade Dryad, so he's ramped out quite effectively. Right, we can either play Psychic Frog or Horrid Shadowspinner. I didn't realise I just drew Quest for the Necropolis. That I could have played that and then played my land. That would have been helpful. Horrid Shadowspinner or Grim Servant. Play the Shadowspinner. The landscape, that could get me another swamp, I think. green if I really want to cycle my Tusker. See, Quest for the Necropolis. Yeah, maybe I want to play that before I sacrifice that. So I'm missing another landfall trigger. Right, another ramp card. This gives you 2 Eldrazi, and Eldrazi can tap for any colour of mana. He's gearing up for something big. Oh, and that is getting blown up. 4 damage. And it's exiled. Okay, we'll remember that we've got Ghost Quest for the Necropolis here. We're not under too much threat, I think. So, well, not until he plays something huge next turn. We might be able to stop his next big creature if we can play Grim Servant. I think we need to draw another land though, don't we? Yeah. We've also got a Death Toucher now. It's an incredible amount of mana. He's got 10 mana. It's definitely one of the big Eldrazi. Oh yes. What the hell's that? Oh right, it's like a disenchant. That sucks. Yep. Oh well. Yeah, it's gone. We're going for another swamp. This one. Okay, not bad. We've got another land. So if it's 6, we can play the Cannoneer. He's got 2 cards in hand. It's a quick case of how much removal do we think he's got? I think I want to play a Psychic Frog. And I'll go for the Kami. I haven't really thought about how many artifacts I've got in the deck. I think it's probably only 3 or 4. Okay, in with 2/2. Slightly suspicious. I mean, I probably should let it through, but I'm going to block with a Death Toucher, and we'll see what kind of combat trick he's got. Gift to the Viper, okay. That's what he had. It's a trade. It's not first strike as well. I think he's going to block the frog as well here. So that definitely could have killed my Kappa Cannoneer at some point. So that's good. I'm glad to see that go. Thief of Existence takes out the frog. Okay. Alright. If... I didn't target it. Okay. I had a lucky escape then. Polluted Delta. Find me a swamp. I think we play the 6/8 just because we can. I was thinking the frog could attack. I could remove three things from the graveyard. Just have to do the reach check, see if they've got reach. No, so if I exile 3 cards from the graveyard. Polluted Delta. Deceptive Landscape. Perilous Landscape, please. Take the lands out. That, you know, I half expect he's got another instant removal spell in his hand. He's got, remember, a lot of mana. That taps for mana. 7 mana. Oh yeah, he's got Signature Slam. Okay, it's a Death Touch thing. So I can't save my frog here. He had instant removal. Okay, good to know. Nothing to do about that. But yeah, I was right to play the small creatures first. Now let's start playing big creatures. See if you can keep top decking removal now. What we're talking about, he has a 2/3 Death Touch there, which I can't do much about. Yep. I am just going to take that damage. Because, do we think he's drawn another Gift of the Viper to untap his Death Toucher? Well, he can use that on a token, in fact. He's just actually got rid of his last card. Now I notice. Okay, right, my turn. Oh, that's a nice little chap. That's going to draw me a card. We're attacking with this guy. going to chuck a spawn in the way, I would guess. I'm just going to whittle away at his defences. And I think it's Kappa Cannoneer time. Because I actually drew one of my artifacts. So he could potentially be unblockable next turn, which would be nice. Well, it's left my colourless land tapped. Which I'm not sure what the point of that is. Hello? What's this? Oh, delirium cost is when you discard it, is that right? Oh, 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Oh, until end of turn, so you can copy anything. That's quite scary. What's he got then? 2/2, 3/3. So he just needs a death touch in the graveyard, and that's going to be another good blocker. Right. We've got Deem Inferior, so I think we pop the death touch. 2 cards down. What's the plan here? I'm just going to check again, so he's got a 2/2. He has, what else? A 3/3. He can block with. He has another 2/2. Right, okay. Play. Oh yeah, we want to play this to make Kappa Cannoneer unblockable. Draw a card. I've got to tap this thing, haven't I? Every time, because it'll love to leave that untapped. And we have one of our big card draw things. That's good. He drew a land. He's probably hoping to draw a big creature, so he put the Dryad on the bottom. I can Polluted Delta for a swamp. Go ahead and do that. I don't think I can... Hang on. Is this seriously going to tap all of my black? Because I can draw 2 cards, and yeah, I'll do that in a second. I think I will attack like this. He can double block, can't he, now I think about it? And kill my Kappa Cannoneer. And I only kill one of his things. So I made a bit of a boo-boo, I think. Oh, okay, he's letting it through, right. Okay, I will play around a Wrath and not do anything. Okay, we're lucky he did not draw huge payoff creature because he drew so much mana. Okay, 3 wins. On we go. Okay, so blue, black, and green. We don't have the white this time. Got 2-drop, 3-drop. That looks very good indeed, actually. Find a white mana. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to play the forest, play the vampire. I think I'm going to adapt this one. You might have removal in response. We'll just have to take that on the chin. Wait, yeah, no, in fact I want to attack first. And then I'm going to activate it. Play a Deceptive Landscape now. Right, modified creatures get lifelink. It's got Outlast. To tap and put a +1/+1 on the creature so he can work on his lifelink, I see. That's interesting. Because I can, I think I want to go for the planes. Spin out the deck early. Got my double planes. He can... Yeah, these guys can trade off, and that's fine. But he's going to go for his plan of getting lifelink. That's fair enough. Make sure I've got the... Oh, wait, let's do a Polluted Delta and get blue. Let's do it straight away. Let's put out a Death Toucher. I think I'm able to... Okay, he has another one. Right. Okie dokie. Just gonna check I've got the audio on. Game sound for a while. There we go. That's nice. Right. We are gonna play planes. And think I'm quite happy to attack with both, quite happy to trade off either of these. They're getting through. Okay. I'll play Fetid Gargantua. Should attract a removal spell, I think. But we definitely will want to draw cards. So we can hit land number 7. So this Tusker doesn't just get stuck in our hand. Just thinking because I've taken a couple of lands out of the deck, so it's sort of getting less likely that I'll draw land. Now what's this one? Red is the other option. We'll see if he's 3 colours. Yeah, that's big black in there as well. Okay, Dog Umbra. That's can't attack or block. Good news is he can still adapt and draw me some cards, so that's good. Quest for the Necropolis here. Oh, what did I just do? I played my land before I played Quest for the Necropolis. That's a bit of a boo-boo. Well, let's play it now so I can't forget next time. Got any creatures in the graveyard? No. I'm going to adapt this to draw some cards. Deem Inferior gets really cheap, and I could just pop that on, 2 cards down. I feel like that's a good thing to do. Got a bit of a race going on. I've actually drawn 3 cards this turn, so I think the Kami can do that ability for free. Now, has he put it 2 down? No, he put it on the bottom. I think I can do that for free. Let me check, haven't done this one before. Attack for 4. Oh dear. Trading off there. That is a 2/2 flyer. Oh, I see, it can counterspell for 1. There's a 1-point power sink as well, that's nice. We drew a Mindless Conscription, so that's also good if we draw more cards. Oh, this thing. What does this do again? 3 energy, can pay 2 energy, and it gives something lifelink. Oh, and he's got loads of energy now. Oh yeah, the Necropolis is getting closer. The Tusker has reach, so that can actually block his flying thingy. What am I forgetting? Right, Mindless Conscription. This thing cannot adapt again, right? Because it's... I wonder why it's highlighted like that. I'm kind of curious. Should I dare? No, I don't. I think it just doesn't work. Right. 7 mana. Mindless Conscription gives me a 3/3 zombie. Let's play a big creature whilst he's tapped out, because he's potentially got spells. These can double block and kill my thing, and I'd kill his flyer, so I'm okay with that. You know what? No, I'm not okay with that. This does direct damage, so that's an alternate path to victory. We can force him to use a removal spell on this. And let's see, blue-white. He could have a Wrath, potentially. He could have the Energy Wrath. I think I'll hold back the Cannoneer. The Conscription could be good, but yes, paying 5 every turn for this, just winning with this guy might be quite good. Okay, that's bad news. Okay. It's a big lifelinker, excuse me. I mean, he is seriously gumming up the board here with stuff. I could go for the win, or I could try and match him on the board. He just needs a removal spell to sort of start attacking. Just curious, why has that one got lifelink? Oh, can he do Outlast on other creatures? Modified creatures you control have lifelink. Ah, god, everything's got lifelink. That's terrifying. Okay, I don't think I'm going to kill him with the Kami, right? Let's have a zombie. Let's have Shadowspinner. I probably should have played the Cannoneer, or I realise now because he's tapped out, he wouldn't be able to counter it. He might have the board sweeper though, that is the other thing. Will be an artifact, won't it? Yeah. Okay, Guardian of the Forgotten. You're over a modified creature you control dies. Manifest the top card of your library. And what does... remind me what Manifest does. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Right, Outlast means... So you can just keep giving that things. Okay, right. Right, becomes a 2/2. Okay, sure. They're getting a little bit out of hand, fair to say. Okay, that is definitely a thing that can make my Cannoneer unblockable. Let's go for that. Let's play the Cannoneer. He tapped out again. Wrath is not going to be great for me, but he's also built up the board quite a lot as well. Draw and discard, right. He's going to try and get his Wrath, maybe. Or removal for my reach creature would probably also be pretty good. Okay, that was discarded. So that's a bestow creature. Another eerie auxiliary. He is seriously building up the skies here. Serious lifelink he's got. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I was just thinking it's 5 mana to do that and make him lose 2 life. I'll use that once each turn. Now bear with... Oh, right. Now, if this attacks this lifelinker, I draw 2 cards. I can do that for free, but then he gets to block with a lifelinker, possibly with all of his lifelinkers, and gain a huge amount of life. Or I could just... See, I've been very lucky. I managed to draw 2 artifact creatures. I can play the Etched Slith. And basically I've got to survive his turn. So that is unblockable. Right, can't be blocked. Attack for 6. End the turn. But the writing's on the wall for him here. He realizes I can just do 4 direct damage with my Kami. So he's got to chuck some lifelinkers at me to potentially gain some life. We'll just see what this does though. Okay, well, he's going to bounce my blocker, which is very annoying. And he's probably going to gain a huge amount of life. So, and then he also gets to draw 2 and discard 1. Annoying. I think he survives now, I'm guessing. See, you could chuck it. I'd be really worried if he chucks in the 6/7 and the 5/5. Oh, you can give the other one lifelink and gain 10 life. .10 life swing. Let's count this up. That can do 4 and that can do 7. So I can get him down to 3 again. So this thing's terrifying, Envoy of the Ancestors. If I can get rid of that, if I can find a removal spell. I'm laughing. think what I've got to do. Well, first of all, what I could do is play the familiar. Then I can swing for 7. Do 2 with that. And it's not enough to kill him. All of these things are lifelink, so yeah, I think that's not going to do the job. Make him discard a card with that, and let's swing for 7 and see what happens. But then he gets the 10-point life swing again next turn. I think just play a reach creature, keep it simple. Next to combat. No attacks. And might have done the wrong thing there, but couldn't quite kill him. If he's got another removal spell, then I'm in trouble. Well, he's not in danger of dying anymore. Oh dear, +2/+2 flying and lifelink makes him at 8/9. So it's just bigger than my blocker. That's pretty horrendous. And how much damage goes through now? Okay, just that. Just an 8-point life swing. Okay, that's fine. Good card, I think. The M4 of the Ancestors, that little line about modified creatures you control have lifelink, affecting everything. Does seem pretty good. Okie doke, my turn. He's not close to dying. So we have a chump blocker here called Refurbished Familiar. I've drawn this thing, which I tell you what. That could work. Yeah, let's have a Refurbished Familiar. He's dropped Seething Landscape. He had a land to get rid of. We'll play Genku. Basically makes... Oh, I can pump my entire team, by the way. Which is alright. This guy's unblockable. I may as well attack. Did draw my board sweeper. Well, I could certainly get an advantageous result, I think. That's right. My quest for the Necropolis could bring back my familiar after it dies. Oh no, he has another Depth Defiler. That card is brutal. He was kicked. He just needs to do that. So that gets bounced. Alright. Then he can attack with all his other flyers and probably win the game. Oh, okay, yeah, I get to do this, because it only needs to leave play. Let's get a flying token. Having 2 of these things, oh my god. Absolutely insane. we survive? Let's see. Okay, pass to blockers. We've got to get in the way of this one. And we are taking 10 damage, so we've got to get rid in the way of 4/4. And then we're still just about alive, and he gains a huge amount of life. So he is nowhere near anything. I get. Oh no, I can't choose the flying one because I can only choose one of each per turn. Rat with lifelink. 2/2. Maybe the rat with lifelink is actually slightly better. One extra life point, maybe. It's a Seething Landscape. But I can bring back something. But yeah, it's going to be tough to stop all those flyers, I suggest. Most of the Necropolis. Do we have... Yeah, we have extra swamps still in the deck. We'll go and look for them. Oh. Oh. Great. Didn't realise it triggered that. Of course it does. Right, swamp. Necropolis gets fired off again. So that's only going to cost 3. Right, well, we can get that blocker out of the graveyard. Trouble is, yeah, he's on 28 life. Was there a clever way of drawing cards so I could draw into my... Yeah, as long as it doesn't tap stupidly, I can do that to get my... oh yeah, his stuff. I can steal his stuff. But my graveyard is what I want. I want to play a refurbished familiar. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do more things. Unfortunately, he discards a card, which, rather than me drawing a card. Escape Battle Mage, yeah. It's a sort of just in case kind of thing. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we don't have 7 mana anymore. We can't play our big reach creature. Oh yeah, we could give everything extra tokens, which is interesting. We've got 2 flying blockers. I'm just trying to think, is there a way of sacrificing something in his turn? Yes, there is. To get another blocker. I think maybe we can survive. Just want to check, is this thing... Can't be blocked, yeah. Let's keep hitting. Keep him honest. So this triggers on... Oh, it has to be a non-token permanent leaving the battlefield, unfortunately. But yeah, really good with the sacrifice lands. Actually quite a long game here. I spent 18 minutes. Shocking. Now, if I had a clever way of sacrificing one of my things, then let's see, if I cycle something, no, that wouldn't work either. You pass to attackers, sure. Okay, I think it's a good game here. to activate that ability because I haven't activated that before. Oh, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. What else does that trigger? I think it means I can do the Kami for free. So I think that's free. So we'll pass 2 blockers. So is that sorcery? No, it's not sorcery speed. Okay. Right, yeah, you get in the way of that one. And you could trade with a 3/3. How about that? We're taking 11 damage though. So I only drew 2 cards this turn. I didn't draw 3. That's why that's not available. Never mind. Yeah, who knew that a limited deck with lots of big flying lifelinkers would be good. Okay, 1 loss. Let's keep going. Okay, guess what? We have tap lands, we have surely one of everything. We've even got green, we've got white, we've got blue. It's good. We can plane cycle as well if we want. But remove the card, we've got a 2-drop. Okay. We want to have blue and black, so let me have a look at this. Yeah, that's going to go and find blue for me. So he's got double blue. He could have Counterspell here for my Psychic Frog. That's what I'm a bit worried about. I remind myself, what am I getting? An island with this one. Yeah. And we're getting too much land. I think we can Polluted Delta for a swamp. We'll go for an Etched Slith and see if that gets counted. No. Okay. So that's still quite a good turn to play. It's got Utter Insignificance. Okay, cool. So it's just a 1/1 now. Okay, another Polluted Delta. Are we doing anything that costs 3 mana? No, so we will... Do we want green mana? We probably want our white mana, so let's do that one. Swing in Slith. There is a counter spell that's double blue and green. If he has that, then fair play, but I'm going to go for the Psychic Frog now. Might be a mistake. Resolves, okay. We're going for, let's see, we are going to look for planes with this one. Potentially we've got double white. Actually got 6 land, so I think we keep Angel of the Ruins in the hand. Play it on turn 7. Ugin's Binding, oh no. And then you can get that back. So when he's got a 7 mana thing. Okay, let's go and get this plains. You're going to keep drawing land. That's alright. We'll Polluted Delta and look for maybe the other island. Swing for one. Replay the frog. Actually draw the forest, that's interesting. We're going to go for the double white with this one. We're going to attack. Hope for the best, hope he doesn't have a flash creature to kill my frog. Very reactive enemy we're up against here. Drew a card off the frog. Very good. We got a refurbished familiar. I think we play that. And they discard a card. Turn. Three cards left for him. We're going to look for the other planes. I think I'll play my forest in case I need it. What am I? No, don't. We shouldn't be playing lands pre-combat. I'm going to run in with everything. This guy drew a lot of lands. I think he's been land flooded. Oh, yeah, nearly made my mistake there. Got to play. I just drew a quest for the Necropolis. The rule is we play this and then we play our land. See, so that's. If I played the forest earlier, I'd have missed out on that landfall trigger. There we go. So that's why you do that. Obviously, the frog is drawing me an extra card, ideally. The only thing here is Angel of the Ruins. There are no more planes to plane cycle, so I can't. There's no point discarding that. Okay, he's destroying an artifact and an enchantment. Yeah, he succeeds. Let's see. I can't. That is sorcery speed. Just let me check that. It's a nice 2-for-1 there during my turn. Evolution Witness. Oh, and when you do that, you can get a permanent back. That's a pretty good card. Just thinking, what am I doing end of turn? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Elf Shaman Mutant. Let's play our swamp. Right. We've got 3/7 mana creatures. We can play one of those. He's obviously hoping to adapt this, but I think I've got things I can exile from the graveyard to give my frog flying. We'll do that. Landscape, Delta, Delta. Right. Thinking which one ends quicker, the game quicker. That doesn't have reach, does it? That would be annoying. See what tournaments he's got here. The Herald's the end. He discarded, so he can get that back. Right. This thing is 6/8. This is a 7/7. Let's play a 7/7. Get his 2-drop pack. Honestly, my frog could fly again next turn. Okay, that's utterly insignificant as well. Can't cast his 2-drop. Go over to my turn. Got a temple there. If he's got a counter spell, I'll feel pretty bad because I'm going to. Well, I tell you what, I think I'll play my 7/7. Or shall we risk it? Yeah, I think we'll risk it. I'm pretty confident he doesn't have a counter spell. We'll just see what happens. Of course, I could have played my land to avoid a sort of 1-point power sink. So we get rid of that Utter Insignificance on that one as well. Yeah, and we win the game. Nice. I think that takes us to 4 wins. All wins, 1 loss so far. I think I'll just take a short break there. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, and we're back. Right, let's just carry on. It's a 2-lander. Swamp and Plains. We've actually got a couple of 2-drops we could play. My opponent's going first. I will be drawing an extra card. So I think I am going to risk this one. And it sort of pays off. We get a Polluted Delta, so we've got our blue mana. I'm going to start with a Swamp. We're lucky. Definitely lucky. He's got a Dreamdrinker Vampire of his own. Let's see, what do we want to do? think we could play a Plains. We could play our own Dreamdrinker Vampire. And then if he adapts, we've got the Zombie Warrior to make him sacrifice it. Or we could do that now, but if I do it the other way around, it possibly forces him to waste some mana. He's adapting. Oh. Plays a 1/1 with his last mana. Oh no, he had a removal spell. Okay. Horrific Assault. Alright. We are going for our island. Got a pretty big life advantage here. And yeah, we'll just kill his 3/2 life. It's that simple. Dig. Oh, didn't expect that. Okay, we have to play this as a tap land. Definitely. We actually have 2-point Wrath of the Skies next turn, which will clear the board. We could do nothing. I think because the Sneaky Snacker comes back, arguably we can play this, and then we'll get a card draw spell later and bring that back. So I think it's okay to play it. But something else happens. Fabricate 1 means they get a servo creature. Let zombie through. So I'm thinking we swing in, 2-point Wrath of the Skies, and we sweep the board there. I might lose some life if that, but I think that the way that the triggers are ordered, I don't think it should work like that. I've also got Genku. I could play Genku first, and take maybe a bunch of damage if he has a removal spell for Genku. It's slightly greedy playing Genku, I think. I'm going to attack. We're not dead if we play Genku. That's my excuse. And he will trigger if I do a Wrath of the Skies next turn off the Sneaky Snacker. Go into the graveyard. But yeah, if my opponent has removal for this guy, I'm in a bit of trouble. If that can get to 3/2, we might run into a nasty combat trick here. Or we just let everything through. We can take, how much is it? 7 damage. Let everything through. I'm gonna say maybe the Marionette Apprentice is safe to block. Unless, oh no, they've probably got the green spell that gives Death Touch. I'm gonna do no blocks. I think I can take 7 here. Let me just double check. Fine, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it is 7. And we think a 2-point Wrath of the Skies is going to be good here. We attack first, of course. Oh, yeah, we just realised he's going to have... He didn't use the combat trick. Right, okay, 2-point Wrath of the Skies. Let's just double check again. Yeah, we are very, very behind on life, but... Is there way? Oh, that makes it indestructible. Right, that's what his trick is. I see. Right. That is now a 4/3. I'm gonna have to block it with a lifelink rat. That's my feeling. Okay, that did trigger. Well, there you go. So, yeah, what's that called? Revitalizing repast. Right, good to know. Okay. Wither and bloom. There's lots of things happening. Let's find out. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that was good. Yeah, I went down to 5. The 1/1 died, and yeah. Okay, so I should have left the 2/2 there. Right. Okay. You can lose pretty quickly in this game when your wrath does not. You're relying on your wrath and it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have. It was very greedy to attack and assume he wouldn't have a removal spell. I think that's the key there. I thought that. Oh yeah, the wrath will fix everything. No. Yeah, deserve to lose. Okay, on to the next one. But we learnt a new combat trick. There's a 1 mana green-black indestructible to look out for. Okay, right. So let's see how we're doing here. This looks like good lands. Okay, Psychic Frog on 2. Not much else. Possibly cycling both of these. That's gonna get me the white land, the Accursed Landscape. Oh no! What? Okay, he gets a choice of his top 4 cards. Oh god. Nice. So that's a 6/6 basically. Okay. We'll play a Psychic Frog. Okay, he has got a mountain. We're thinking red-green Eldrazi ramp here. we could do the landscape to find a plains, or we could play a forest and cycle one of these big creatures. Let's see if he's got an answer to a psychic frog this early. If it's red-green, it's probably going to be damage based. I might be able to discard a couple of cards to save the frog. Okay, it's he's managed to get one of these. I'm thinking we play a forest. We're gonna probably cycle. I'm gonna attack with a frog because we can make it bigger at instant speed, so we can't really block it. Okay. We could deem that inferior. That might be... yeah, that might give me an edge early on. I'm just worried about him ramping out something that this thing that costs 7. Did he... you put it on... yeah, he put it on the bottom. Precursor. So it might have been a better idea to save the removal for that one. So now I've got to discard 2 cards to win this battle. But I think it's going to be worth it. He's losing a 3/3 if he blocks. Oh nice, so we can do Quest for the Necropolis. And one of these. That can find a plains, that can find a plains. I'm going to try and get a double white on the go. And we'll end the turn. And now I think about it, I can discard this and bring it back with Quest for the Necropolis. Excuse me. Okay, blue-red tap land. We're cycling the Drownyard Lurker. Then it's back to turn. And we can make this really cheap by searching for 2 lands. Right now it's 5, sacrifice those 2. Yeah, that's a land full. We can bring it down to 2 actually, which is very interesting. Let's attack with a Psychic Frog first. Okay, now let's look for some land. We're going to go for double white, aren't we? Pretty simple. This, yeah, that is sorcery speed. So we can do that for 2 mana. Let's do it for 2 mana. We'll get our 7/7 vigilance. And turn. He's getting Eldrazi when he sacrifices his lance. So this precursor. We'll see how tough a 7/7 is for a red-green blue deck. See if he's got maybe a bounce spell for it. Path of Annihilation, more ramp. Snapping Void Crawlers are level 3. Okay, my turn. Just thinking. So, we've actually got double black with the Grim Servant. I could look for the Wrath to get rid of his chump blockers. Yeah, why don't I Polluted Delta first? Do I need to, for any reason? Yeah, let's get a swamp. Right, we're going to tap these lands. We're going to try and Grim Servant for the board sweeper. It seems greedy. Well, that we can put that in our back pocket. Actually, no. Let's try it. Let's do it. Bang, 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 bang. Just dumb enough to work. So the idea is we do it for 0 and kill everything that costs 0, right? We can do it for 1. He knows I've got it now. Let's do it. Pay X equals 1, sure. Oh, damn it. So I missed my attack phase. I spent too long thinking about it. We'll give this flying. Should be doable. 1, 2, 3. The only problem is kind of messed up pretty badly. If he plays a big creature now, I don't have a out for that big creature. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 7 cards. We could, yeah, we'll end the turn there. But we'll see. He has how much mana? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Something potentially terrifying could be about to happen. I can give my frog flying again if I play and sacrifice that one. Of course, yeah, he has this thing. You can play this. It's just a 6/6. Oh my god. Cascade, Watersaw, what's he getting? Trickster's Elk, which can make my 7/7 a 3/3. Gains 4 life, and that's a 6/5. Reach trample. Okay. So I can Wrath. Oh no, yeah, he's just made that the creature version of that. Okay. It's got reach, so it can block my frog. Playing this anyway. What's this going to look for? We've got the other island in our hand. Ah, yeah, mistake to actually sacrifice this because I don't have any lands it can find left in the deck. I'm glad I caught that. This is a 7 mana, so killing it means bad things. If I do a 3 mana sweep, I lose my frog. But it's a good. It's a good turn I have. Does the frog want to? Yeah, because I can't put anything in the graveyard for the frog. Okay, 3-point Wrath of the Skies. Talk myself into it. Because the elk is there. There's this here as well, but I'm going to do that. Pay 3. It's going to not tap my completely useless lands, so it's always a bonus. I don't think... I could probably have played, yeah, the Shadowspinner, right? He has a plan, though. He's got something up his sleeve. 4 mana, instant speed. We'll pay for 3. Yep, paid 3. Attack with a lurker. So, right. Of course, it's keeping the green open so I can cycle my Warped Tusker. It makes sense. That's why. Ah, drawing 3 and getting a 0/1. Okay. Let's see, I've got 7 mana. Let's play another island. This thing can let me draw and discard, which would be good next turn. This thing gets to 6/6, so I can trade with that, and that just beats that thing. So, yeah, let's just attack. He's obviously going to. Oh, this is a Grim Servant. This has got Menace, so we can attack with that. I just realised I could have attacked last turn. I missed 3 damage. I've not attacked this thing yet. I just forgot it's an evasion thing. So he's going to take it out by doing that, and I will get through with 7, which is fine. They're warped Tasker. And the turn. We don't need to play any more lands. Got to think. Let's potentially discard and draw these lands with Horrid Shadowspinner. Top 4 cards. Makes an Eldrazi. Oh, found a void. Spinner, Idol of False Gods. Okay. So that the Idol can sort of make a chump blocker every turn. Looks like it could be quite annoying. One of them into the hand. The Idol's in the hand. Idols are going to the graveyard. Landscapes and equipment. Okay. Quasi repurposer makes a change. 3. Just got endless chump blockers, that's the trouble. I have an Accursed Marauder, so I can punish him. He uses both his chump blockers. So I think we just attack here. 7/7, 6/8. Make him lose a 3/3 basically. Oh, he's gonna actually trade off. Yeah, okie doke. Fair enough. Yeah. Right, I think I want you into play. You in particular. We'll hold back the Gargantua. Does this thing... Yeah, that thing gains you 4 life if you can cast your big spell. That's going to become a factor. The Idol do, yeah, it's basically only 4 mana to make a spawn token. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, 90 minutes. We're done 90 minutes. Hanged Flames, it's going to blow that thing up, I guess. Do you have... Okay, Priest of Titania, Doke. think I just want to draw some cards now. Yeah, we'll do this guy and adapt to immediately. Yeah, I'll lose 2 life for 2 cards. That's good. And we can play this one. Oh, we've got an Angel of Ruin. That is potentially going to be very good. We cannot sacrifice this one. Got the forest and the islands out. We are going to attack just with you. It's obviously got a good block on my 2/3. So we can blow up, I guess, these 2 things with the Angel. Oh yeah, that thing gets bigger and bigger. Sacrificed, got a Devour of Destiny. Oh, exile target permanent looks 1 or more colours, so we get that 6/6. Didn't read that part of the Devourer of Destiny, honestly. I see, yeah, it's the last. I didn't read the last line on that one. Nice. So, again. Polluted Delta. Can we hit anything with Polluted Delta? No, we've got all the islands and swamps. So this is just something I need to discard when I've got the chance. He can double block this guy to kill it. So that is not an artifact that I can remove. So I'm just going to attack. Like that one. Kill 6/6, please. Play out Angel. Can we just tap these for mana, please? Please me. That's gone. We won't. We'll hold that thing back at the turn. How many cards have we got left? We have 12 cards, and he has 10. It's going to be, I think, a close one. Just, See if he's got removal for my angel. I imagine he does. So yeah, the answer is his red-green deck does have ways of getting rid of large creatures. Yeah, the Devourer of Destiny. Um, yeah, doing okay for time, I guess. Halfway through our time. It's a very long game. Okay, you can get a permanent back with that. Oh my god. So yes, he can. Let's see, does he have... That is absolutely horrendous. So yeah, he can get back his Devourer of Destiny. I forgot the green can bring things back from the graveyard as well. So let's see, it is 7 mana, 6, 7. Yeah, you can do 7 mana, and that makes it cheaper. My turn. Okay, right. Okay, Mindless Conscription when you draw 3 cards. Now, that adds a mana. That makes it cheaper, and that goes and gets it. I think it's time to play my Accursed Marauder. Let's see what he decides to sacrifice. Because if he sacrifices the 4/4, my 2/3 can swing in. Has to be a non-token creature, of course. I'm going to sacrifice the easiest. Okay. Okay, so that he gets one of those. Alright. Then in that case, we will attack with a 2/3. This can adapt for 2. So it can be it can kill my thingy. But I think I want to do that. Oh, and I've messed up. My Mindless Conscription would have got me to 6. Okay, right. Delta's useless. I think that the Deserted Temple's useless as well. Okay, that's blocking, and it should be able to pump up and survive. Back. We made a bit of a blunder. Should have played that. It would have been a 6/6. The token. I'm thinking that one option is the token gets flying next turn. Can't play our fairy here. And the turn there. I think he's got to tap out for this because it's 7, right? Or close to tap out. Does it have reach? I don't think it has reach. He's not gaining 4 life anymore when he casts a big spell. But He does have, let's see, 6, 7, 8 mana available. It only costs him 6. He will have 2 extra mana. So there may still be a surprise somewhere. Okay, he may. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's something that makes extra mana. You can tap it to return the exile. Here's the Devourer of Destiny, we're taking that out. Okay, that's what we expected. Now you've still got 3 mana available. And 2 cards left. I'm on 9 cards, he's on 9 cards. Okay, over to my turn. Dreamdrinker Vampire. I don't think that's important. I think I could play a swamp. I don't think that matters. I'm going to cast this on my zombie. Didn't tap carefully, but we're okay, I think, in terms of casting our follow-up spell. I don't know if this is going to work. I think we did it. Got to 5 wins. I mean, we got into the jams. So that's that was the worry. I was going to just bottle it on 4 wins. Very close match. I think I did make a bit of a mistake near the end there, because I could have got my zombie to 6/6 if I played it first before my card draw. Okey-doke. Let's keep going. Let's see. Ooh, I go first. It's a 2-lander. It's got my splash color and a swamp. It's this is risky, isn't it? Quest for the Necropolis is a turn 1 thing, which doesn't do much. I need blue for that, blue for that. Potentially, this is terrible if I don't hit a 3rd land. If I hit a 3rd land, I get Mindless Conscription, so I can get a 3/3. How lucky do I feel here on 2 losses? I don't think I've mulliganed yet. Yeah, difficult choice. We just got to hit blue mana, haven't we? I'm going to say I keep. So we get to open with a quest, which is exciting. Then we kind of do nothing. We hope we hit a 3rd land. Oh, we're so lucky. We're so lucky. Okay, we want to find a blue land with this, because we've got nothing to do on turn 2. He's got 3 colours. What was that? Strength of the Harvest. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're searching for an island. There's another token. We have our planes as well. We might want to look for the second planes with that. Potentially, we could Psychic Frog, or we could Mindless Conscription. I think Mindless Conscription might be good here. Combos with my Horrid Shadowspinner. Quite well. Oh, beautiful. It attracted Burn Spell. That would have gone on the Psychic Frog. I'd have had to, well, I could have discarded 2 cards, of course, to save the frog. That had happened. Now, Genku Future Shaper has 5 toughness. We see now we're up against a 4-color deck. Kind of, yeah, we're going to play this, obviously. We're probably bringing Genku back from the graveyard if Genku dies. So let's play Genku. See if he's got a black instant removal spell. But yeah, he's looking at it. Black instant removal spell that exiles Genku. No, he doesn't. Good. He's got Accursed Marauder. I should have known that because I use that card as well. Yeah, fair play. You got me there. Right. This thing I can do for 2, by the way. Horrid Shadowspinner lets me draw lots of cards. Yeah, this is a good one. I think we'll play the Horrid Shadowspinner first. And then that might search for another thing. So the threat here, I attack and draw 2, and I make another zombie. So he's got to kill this. Two removal spells so far. Oh, Koram, the Undertaker. Each player mills a card when he attacks. Plus X. X is the greatest power among creature cards in all graveyards. You may play a land and cast spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries this turn. Okay, so you can't recast all of these things. Yeah, that would be a bit worrying. Okay, do we want to get double white with this? It's a little bit iffy, I think, but we really want double black. We can't do that. I think we go and get the double white now. We can do that for 1. We can play a Accursed Marauder. Accursed Marauder and kill Koram. That's pretty good. That seems solid to me. Let's do that. Let's attack with this, draw 2, discard 2. Ooh, Angel of the Ruins. We want to keep the land and discard 2, so I don't think that's very powerful. We can't cast the Cannoneer, so we want to maybe cast that from the graveyard. We can cast it quite soon, though. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Got zombies. Next, some damage. Play a Bountiful Landscape. And end the turn. Eldrazi Ravager. Oh god. So that's got Annihilator 1. So that's just pretty bad. Bountiful Landscape. Okay, so what we have to do, I've just realised. Okay, go over to my turn. Ooh, we draw that extra swamp. That's big. Pay 1. Yeah. Taking an Accursed Marauder. Pretty good. And we attack with both of these. And we'll draw 2 cards. We've got a land for the Angel. Next turn we can discard the Psychic Frog. That's fine. And we hit for 8. And end the turn. Oh, he's given me a target. Oh, damn. I have to discard something. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I discard my temple. I've got to find another land off the top. Have evolve. Okay, okay, that can make stuff for 4 mana. Pass my turn. It didn't draw a land, so we're going to attack. Yeah, draw cards equal to its power, please. Good. Brilliant. That can go back to the graveyard. Unfortunately, that has to go as well. It's nice. We've got the Shadowspinner Mindless Conscription combo. Good, and Flare Forest. Unfortunately, we can't exile anything, but it's a 5/7 flyer. Probably better off keeping the Gargantuan, honestly, but still, it's a flyer is hard to stop. Right, okay. If you sacrifice 2 Eldrazi, you can get that back. Which you can do at instant speed, I'm guessing. It doesn't say sorcery. That's bigger now. Okay. Oh well, we've got an answer to something. Right. Oh yeah, that's right. So he's going to block with that. Block the 2/3 potentially. I don't need to attack with the 2/3, so I'm going to attack like that. So he gains 2 life off. 5 and end the turn. Okay, Broker of Creation comes out. Oh no, and he's going to gain lots of life, right? 8 life. Hexproof from each colour. Oh, that's... yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Can't deal with this thing. Can't deal with it, but I can force it to block a 9/9 by doing Utter Insignificance on you and exiling it. Okay, and Quest for the Necropolis can bring back another sacrifice creature. Right. Yeah, that gets rid of his Eldrazi. Very nice. Okay, good. A healthy chunk of gems. Let's carry on. It's the furthest I've got in the open. I'm quite happy. Yeah, I don't mind if I lose here. It's a new achievement for me. Okie doke. We have a removal spell. We have another removal spell. We've got blue, we've got white. That can get us black. That can get us another white if we want. So I think we keep that. Oh my god. And we have Devourer of Destiny again. Okay, we I think need to play this one. Is it the same guy again? I feel like this is the same guy again. Party Thrasher, yeah. Okay, that's a really good card. Sacrifice, get me a swamp, please. You draw a swamp, that's fine. Play an island, and we could render him insignificant. We'll play an Accursed Marauder. Render him insignificant. Fast up. We're going to need that white mana soon. I can play a Army of Jealous Thirst. I can exile that. I'll play the Death Toucher and see how we get on. We might be getting run over. I'll check that out. Okay, yes, we can't block that because I just realised it's Menace. That is a 2/5 creature. We are going to play Genku. He's a pretty tough customer. This is the exile a permanent thing. Double block, please. Takes out that guy, and we can get a flyer or a 2/2 with vigilance. This thing just beats that, doesn't it? I think we want a 1/2 with flying. Okay, let me think what we're doing. We've got a quest for the Necropolis. Remember to play that. So actually, the Accursed Marauder, what I forgot is it kind of sucks after a while because they have loads of creatures, and I probably should have played that first. I was just, for some reason, imagining him having Devouring of Destiny on its own. I was sort of imagining the late stage of the last game. That was a mistake. So probably did use the wrong removal spell there. We can get double white with that one. We can sneak in for a point of damage with a little flyer. And we can play a Psychic Frog. Territory color is a 7/5 reach. Aha! Okay. Right, let's get to 6 mana here. What can I bring back? I've got a Death Touch I could bring back. It's Precursor. I think, so one thing I could do, just to get some value out of the Marauder, we basically kill this, and then we play the Marauder to kill his 3/3, right? That's my feeling. And then at least we've got a tiny amount of value. Oh yeah, let's keep making... Do you want to keep making flyers? And we can make the 2/2 vigilance as well. And go next, and no attacks. And potentially bring... See, he's got to play something now. Okay, that's a reasonable creature. So I think reasonable use here of the Necropolis will bring back Marauder again and kill the Oozewag. Kappa Cannoneer. We don't have any artifacts to go with it. We're making an army. Just thinking, do we need to play this land at all? I'm going to say no, we'll hold it back. Gatekeeper. So good news, he's stuck on 4 land. I'm going to look for my second white land. Oh, and I'm going to get another flyer. Got another land. That's, well, typical. Let's see how much damage do we get through with like 3. He blocks the 2 biggest things. Let's say 5, 6, 7. I get through the 7 damage. Kappa Cannoneer. Honestly, I'll probably get through with 8 damage. Oh, landfall. Creature card, you may reveal it. Alright, he gets on landfall, he gets to just get creatures off the top. And he's got another one. Are you kidding me? So he gets a double. Sure. Okay, well, Perilous Landscape. We've got both islands. We've got both of those. That's pretty useless. Let's actually play the island. Yeah, let's play the island. That's fine. Oh wait, what am I doing? I've got... Guess who forgot about Genku Future Shaper's ability? Silly me. I can pump everything. That definitely seems like a pretty good thing to do. Hold the frog back. I could just attack with... Wait. It's not... Just don't think that frog is getting through, so I'm going to attack. I'm okay trading the... Am I okay trading the Kappa Cannoneer? Yeah, I'm going to attack with those 7. I don't care about the frog so much. Okay. Activate the ability. I can't save the frog. Must be a good chunk of damage. Yeah. That goes, and we'll have another flyer, please. Would have been funny if I'd completely forgotten that ability existed. Oh, sugar. Well, he's got another thingy. So, 3 blockers, but I've got a lot of attackers, I think, and I should win. Block. And 5 or so get through. Yep. Just attack with everything. Don't be scared. Next to blockers. Activate the ability. Fold or anything like that. And we get through and we win. Yes. I think we did it. I think we just got to 7 wins, you know. Lucky I remembered that I have that ability to add +1/+1 counters to all of my creatures every turn for 5 mana. It would have been embarrassing if I'd forgotten about that. Okay, 7 wins. We get 5,000 gems. We qualify for day 2. I think we're pretty happy with that. I think we should look at the deck. I'll show you the green because we had 3 Nightshade Dryads. So that was very tempting, and we had a white of the Reliquary and an Expanding Ooze, but not much else in green. Signature Slam is a good removal card. And Writhing Chrysalis is a good red-green card. But I didn't feel like it was enough in green. I was tempted to sort of swap blue for green and kind of have blue a splash colour, but it's not so good having a couple of your decent 2-drops relying on a splash colour. So I thought I'll stick with blue-black as the main body of the deck, and then kind of the controversial thing is splashing for these double white cards: Angel of the Ruins, Wrath of the Skies. So Angel of the Ruins, you could argue that's a kind of a sideboard card, but it turned out there were enough enchantments and artifacts getting played that this was often, most of the time, it was taking things out, and it went with the theme of the deck. I could plane cycle. I don't think I ever did plane cycle this, but I could just dump it in the graveyard and reanimate it with Quest for the Necropolis, which I think does seem like a pretty good reanimator spell. Which I used with my 2 Eldrazi, my 2 cycling Eldrazi as well. And of course the Accursed Marauder was a pretty good one to bring back with the Necropolis. Especially when you're up against an Eldrazi deck and they're just playing, one big creature on its own. It feels amazing to bring this guy back. Yeah, what was the best moment? I think I did Utter Insignificance to take out the 3/3 because I couldn't. He had a Hexproof Eldrazi, and then I could use Quest for the Necropolis to bring back his Accursed Marauder to take out this last blocker and win. So this zombie warrior may be the answer to the Eldrazi. The trouble is they make loads of spawn tokens, usually, which get in the way. Anyway, that's so I have to say pretty happy about that. I think pretty lucky with the land situation. 2 Polluted Deltas, so main colours covered, and then enough landscapes, 5 landscapes covering my splash colours. I'm only splashing green for the cycle on Warped Tusker. I'm not sure it seemed a bit dodgy putting a forest in, but I got away with that, I suppose. I had the Glasswing Grace, so that's an extra white and black land there. Anyway, so Psychic Frog, pretty fantastic. We had a decent number of 2-drops to sort of have at least try for a strong early game, hold our own in the early game before we got our plans together. I think it was a good idea having it. So we did have a couple of these card draw things and a couple of card draw payoffs. So the Gargantua and the Unfathomable Truths. So I think that paid off in a couple of games. It was pretty good. We saw one game with a Mindless Conscription and Horrid Shadowspinner combo. We got our zombie up to 9/9 with that. So it was nice to see that working. And yeah, Kappa Cannoneer, I think he got it and unblocked a few times. But yeah, difficult with, was it 3 artifacts? 4 artifacts, including himself. So 3 other artifacts. So not the best Kappa Cannoneer deck, but I feel like it is quite a big threat that your opponent's going to want to deal with, and it's got Ward 4 as well. So yeah, that was the deck. Let's claim our prize. I think the second loss I had, it was against Black Green, and I got slightly greedy I could have done a Wrath a turn earlier, but I thought I can lose 7 more life in order to be greedy and, you know, get another creature that will make another creature when I Wrath. And it turned out, oh, he had a. Not only did he burn me for a point of damage for a couple of the creatures that died, because I wasn't sure on the timing on how that worked, but he also had a combat trick to protect his lifelinker, and then a spell to remove my blocker, and then hit me for 5 damage. It took me out. So uh, it needed a few things to line up, but I should have been wary. I shouldn't have been greedy in that one. Okay, we have our entry to day 2. Okay, well, I think that is a video. See you on day 2.